Guys, good day. Now, I'm here to bring your attention to something that I just noticed on the news media, and that is that Kamala Harris is leading Trump in a national poll. Now, as I've stated, this is a time for America to pay attention. Need everyone to pay attention because something happened in 2019 at the voting polls, and happened. Nothing happened to change that. So now my question to you is, if the prophecies, I need for you to understand prophecies before I go on a little bit more. For those of the prophets who came forth and said President Trump would have won in 2020, and there are a lot of prophecies that came forth and says that President Biden would have also won in 2020 for 2020 elections. Now, none of those prophecies are incorrect. For the ones who stated that President Trump would have won, what Yahuwah did not reveal to his prophets then was that the elections would have been stolen. We prophesy in parts, and therefore we ought to be very careful when someone else is prophesying something totally different from what another prophet is saying. It's not that the other prophet may be wrong, it's just that certain things are in the background that we are not aware of. For example, the elections was stolen for 2020. Now, I like to use this analogy. I did a previous video before and I did it so well, and now I kind of lost it. So let me see if I can repeat it. So now you have a very great hospital in the United States. You have a great doctors in this hospital. You have a great administration in this hospital. Now the patients come in to get a surgery done. All right, the hospital is going to be your great United States. I'm using an analogy here, and their patients are going to be your voters. Your administrators are going to be your administrator, and doctors are going to be your Supreme Court. All right. Now, these patients went in to vote. They went in to have surgery. After surgery, the patients started complaining that they're experiencing pain. Something went wrong while they were in surgery. Something happened, and it didn't make sense. So the patient went back to their doctors, and they started complaining. The doctors looked at them and said, "No, nothing happened. You're fine. You're fine. Just go home and just relax. Everything is going to be fine. Nothing happened." So a lot of people got together and started complaining of the same problem, of abnormalities after surgery. So they got someone to look into it. President Trump, Giuliani, and maybe many others to look into the situation. And then they started gathering information from all of these patients. They gathered sufficient information, and then they started to take these information to the hospital to complain to the doctors. The doctors says nothing went wrong. We did a surgery on the patients, which are your voting machines. Nothing was wrong with the voting machines. They're fine. They're perfect. The patients are just lying. They're fine. Nothing is wrong with them. So President Trump, Giuliani, take it to the administrators of the hospital. Say, listen, we need some answers. Take it to the Supreme Court. File. We need some answers here. What went wrong with these patients, or some of these patients experiencing pain? They said something went wrong in the emergency room, in the operating room. They can't explain it. It just didn't seem normal. Now the hospital administrator is very well known. So guess what? As hospital administrator contacted the news media and tell them, listen, patients are complaining, the voters are complaining that something happened. It's all in their head. Nothing happened. So we want a narrative to go out. There is no evidence. There is no evidence of foul play. We did our surgery and there's no evidence of foul play. These patients are just complaining. The voters are just complaining and their leader doesn't make sense either. Put it out there, that there was no evidence of foul play. Now let me ask you a question. A hospital administrator, the courts, did not look into this situation, but instead they did try to defame the people who were in charge, President Trump, Giuliani, trying to look into the situation to see whether or not there was any evidence, whether or not the people were saying what the people are saying is the truth. But the hospital turned around and instead said, listen, there's no evidence here. You are creating problems with our hospital. You are creating problems with this great institution. And therefore, we are going to put it out there that you are lying. What you're saying is all in your mind. What you're saying is such a lie. Nothing happened. We did our surgery and everything was fine. The patients are lying, including you. President Trump and his team are lying. That's the narrative. Try going to the court system. The court system are your hospital administrators. They said there's no evidence. They contacted the doctors, the state, local governments, the governing body, election board. Election board says nothing happened. Everything was fine. So therefore, Supreme Courts are the courts throughout whatever Giuliani, President Trump, team has collected and says nothing to look at over here. So now we are in 2024. Is this the year of voting? America, nothing took place regarding voting. No changes. What do you think is going to happen this time around? Because the Democratic will go all length to make sure Donald Trump does not get in office. I shall repeat, the Democratic Society shall make sure that Donald Trump does not get into office. It has already started. I need for you to take heed. What will change in November 5th, 2024? I need for you to answer that because nothing took place before. Do you think Donald Trump will win? And if he wins, do you think he will get into office? Do you believe that there will be another attempt in his life? Because he must not get in. Donald Trump, at no cost, must get in office. And that's coming from a certain group of people within the great United States. And they will go all lengths to make sure that he does not get in. But There are a group of people out there, and I must say this, there are a group of people out there that are behind the scenes, military, maybe some in the CIA, that are good, and they're taking note of what's going on. They can't be seen. I don't know who they are, and even if I know, I can't list their names because their lives are also in danger. This is a time, or shall I say, this is an internal war within the United States government, within the country of the United States. There is an internal war that's going on in the background. No, there's no fist fight in the public, but there's a big war, spiritual war going on. So we need all the Christians on board to pray, because only our power can counterfeit Satan's power. And I, at this stage, want to remind the Christians, if you are a so-called Christian and you are voting for the democratic, you are not a Christian at this stage. You are blind. And you need to pray to ask the Heavenly Father to open your eyes to the truth. Because let me inform you and tell you, if you're black or whatever situation you may be, a woman, black or white, and you're going to vote because somebody is a woman or because you're black, you are blind. You are lost. Because I shall give you this piece of information. As I tell you, my job is a spiritual part of it, and I'm giving you the spiritual part of it. It may not add up or line up with the narrative out there, because my name is Orel Campbell. I'm a teacher, a prophet, and interpreter of dreams sent by Yahuwah. So therefore, whatever I'm saying is going to say foreign, and it's going to sound stupid. I know a lot of people are going to say nothing can go so. Okay? Because my information that I'm trying to give to you at this moment is in alignment with prophecies. But I'm not titling this as a prophet. But I need for you guys to take a warning, take heed. Will Donald Trump become president in the next few months? Or even if he is president in the next few more months, will he take his seat comes January 20th? That's a question you need to ask. Because there's a prophecy out there that states Donald Trump will be installed. Prophecies are not wrong. Now you have to look at the word install. Why would Yahuwah, our creator of the heavens and the earth, says Donald Trump will be installed? Why? You need to ask that question. And I'm asking it and putting it forth to you. Why would Donald Trump be installed? He never said inaugurated. To install something sometimes comes with force. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay? So pay attention as this narrative have been set. And I believe this, that you will not see Donald Trump lead in the polls. It's going to be a neck and neck because the narrative has to be set. Mark my words. The narrative has to be set. You ain't gonna see a 10-point lead, and I know for sure he's leading because prophecies say so. But you will not see those in your mainstream media. Take note of it. Only a certain group of people that's following Kamala Harris. And plus, you have many blocks that have switched or will be switching parties. I'm one of them. Okay? As a Christian nation, we need to pray for Donald Trump and his team, J.D. Vance. Because, as I stated before, there's a small group of people who will not allow him to become president. And he will only become president because God is on his side. Our creator of the heavens and the earth, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is on his side to lead this nation of the United States. But there is a fight. And we, as the true Christians of this earth, the salt of the earth, need to get up and pray so that they don't take him out. Because they're going to go at all length to do so. You don't understand the prophecies. A lot of prophecies are out there. If, I'm going to use the word if and when Donald Trump becomes, America will never be the same. Because they're going to fight tooth and nail, as I said, to prevent him from doing so. But only our prize shall let our Heavenly Father take control of the situations that are ahead of us, as many are blind and will fight for the democratic society.